Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, no better, but no worse. So I guess that's okay.
Well, it's about all you can say.
Yeah.
How is your hip, Malcolm?
It's getting much better. It's still there, but it's improving every day a little bit, and it is much, much, much better than it was.
Wait,
So I can get around without a lot of abject pain. Okay, so the section of the form that we're working on. Let me get my time. We're working on a section of the form that kind of has a little. It's kind of a little mini form. It's moves 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right. So last week we did 13 and 14. We did green dragon and double push hands, which Kevin reminded me is the the actual term in Chinese is it's not on here.
Old man
Is
strokes beer.
old man strokes his beard, um, and we'll review those today, and then we'll go on to 15 and 16 maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. Change palms 3 times and reverse arm roll. So that's kind of a section that hangs together. And once you get the whole form and get used to all this, you'll probably feel what I mean. So let me just demonstrate that little section for you so you can see what I mean. Hold on, let me change the camera here. Okay, so it starts with green dragon emerges from water, right? So green dragon emerges from water. And then old man strokes his beard. Change palms 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times, and fist beneath elbow. And repulse the monkey. And then we're going to go into 2 moves that move at an angle, a 45-degree angle backwards. All right? They look like this. Boom. So those 4 moves that we're working on today. Now, when you get to that place, you've already gone through a whole nother section. So you probably don't even realize it yet, but you're actually moving a lot faster than you ever did in sections 1 and 2. Okay, let's review the 2 moves we did last week. All right, so green dragon starts where lean with back ends up. Right, make sure make sure your fist is on your hip, and you turn your fist so yeah the top of the fist is up. And relax, sink on the right side, scoop to the left side, and then backhand, temple, pinky punch, point, and side punch. All right? So you're punching with the side of the fist. One more. Lean with back, sink on the right side, scoop to the left, backhand to the right, temple punch, pinky punch, point, and punch, side punch. All right? Any questions about that move?
Can you do the weight shift,
Sure.
please?
All right, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and punch. Weight still on the right. Right, left, right, left, right, and punch. Catherine, is that clear? Let me see you do it.
Can you do it with your back?
Sure.
Thanks.
Weight to the right, left, right, left, right, and punch. Right, left, right, left, right, and let me remind you, there's one place in there where you really bring the energy across your back at the level of the daimai, right? Watch. All right. Now, as I bring this hand in, my energy is going to go around, and it's going to come around my back and come out in that punch. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so something you can start to think about as we're finishing up this form and we move into the intermediate Tai Chi next time. There's a thread that you grab hold of when you start the form, right? When you start the form, you grab this thread and you hold on to that thread the whole way through the form. It's a feeling inside the body. It's, thread is a metaphor, obviously, is a poetic word, but it's very real. So there are places in the form where how the thread goes through your body is a little unusual, all right? And so you really notice it. This is one of them. You can see how it happens, all right? I'm pulling back here and it just keeps going all the way around and then comes out this hand. The point of it is to grab what's happening inside. And there will, as you're learning Tai Chi, there will be lots of places where you don't feel that thread. But there will be places where you do feel that thread. grab the places you feel and just hold on to them. And what will happen is they slowly start to grow. And they'll grow until they finally, it's the whole form, right? That's that way for everybody. Okay, any other questions about that move? Okay, let's go on to Old Man Strokes His Beard, and we'll go ahead and go clear up to the ears, and the Old Man Strokes His Beard, right? What are they calling it? I don't know. I copied this off from somewhere. Double push hands. Well, that's true. It is double push hands, but I like Old Man Strokes His Beard a lot better. Okay, Old Man Strokes His Beard. Circle. Toes in, right toes in. Step up. And then as your left toes turn outward, 1, 2, step through. Brush the chest. Open the arms. 1, 2, 3, that's the double push hands. That's the Old Man Strokes His Beard. One more. Once you walk through, brush your chest, all right, and then open, open, open. How does one do that open? There are lots of places in the form where you do exactly what I'm going to explain to you now. Right? When you drop your chi like this, you're dropping it from your Tanzhong to your Mingmen. So you're dropping it from here to here. Now, when you drop your chi, your shu has to go up. Remember, shuling dingjin, qi shen danqian, shuling dingjin. There's two forces working in your body. If you drop them both, what'll happen is this: you'll just collapse. So yeah, you drop your chi, but you raise your spirit. Boom. Now you're going to spread your arms out while you're turning, right? There's two ways to think about this. One, you can think that you're actually on stage singing. Right? Oh, right? And you're singing. So you want to open. But, because it really is kind of like that, right? It's very theatrical. But what I want you to grab, and now seriously, that feeling that you get, that's worth holding on to, because you sort of just relax and do it naturally. Watch yourself inside so you can see what your energy is doing, because what it's doing is something very specific. Suppose somebody had grabbed both my wrists and they're holding on to me like this. How can you get out of that? Well, rather than fighting to get out of it, you can actually control the other person. When they've grabbed you like this, in their minds, they now control you. But the truth is, you actually control them. Or at least if you're well trained, you can control them. All right? So they've grabbed both my wrists. What do I do? All right? Well, I'm not going to fight them. Instead, I'm just going to control them. I'm going to spread my arms. How do I spread my arms? If I just use my arm muscles, then I'm just fighting with the guy, right? And he's actually, if you follow that route, he will have better leverage and he'll control you. So instead, right, you sort of relax, right? And then depending on what you're doing, right, you move your weight forward and you turn your waist. That waist turn, I don't care how big the guy's arms are, your waist is bigger. All right? You turn, and that turn, right, does two things that you can take advantage of. He's got a hold of you and you're starting to turn. This is what's going to happen to him. He's also going to start to turn. And it's going to start to separate his hands. You can, once his hands start to separate, that means his chi is moving in a certain pattern. And if you can catch that, you can control the flow of his chi, or you can add a little to it, right? So you're going to gently pull back on this hand that's coming back, and you're going to gently push forward with this hand that's going forward. So one hand pulls back a little, the other hand pushes forward a little. Now, you don't have to be super strong when you do that, because he's probably hardly even reading what's going on. Now, you only have half a second, but in that half a second, boom, you've changed from this to this, right? And he's also changed from this to this. He's not in a good position anymore. And now you're going to push him, right? You're going to break out of those holds that he has on you. Well, how do you break out? Well, he's got hold of you, right? Like this. You just move your hands over. It's very simple. And you will have all the leverage, so he's not going to be able to hold on to you. I mean, he may still have some tiny little grip, but he's not really going to be in control of you, right? Boom. Now you're going to push him in the chest. Boom. Right? But how you get there, at least in the form, is a very specific way. Right? It's 1, 2, 3. Right? It is not this. 1, 2. Bude. Right? It is 1, 2, 3. Now, you say, well, why do it exactly that way? It's partly martial. It's partly when he's got hold of you, you guys are gonna still be in contact. He may still even have a hand on your wrist, right? You've broken here, you're getting ready. When you've got this and you're ready, he's gonna start paying attention to that, because that's the thing that starts to look threatening. And hopefully when he does that, he completely lets go of this one here, in which case, boom, then you go like that. The other reason to do it has nothing to do with martial. It just has to do with the form, right? When you're doing this movement, the two sides of your body are doing the same thing, but they're doing it in opposite directions. One is going this way and the other one's going this way. So this move is about coordinating the left side of the body with the right side and seeing through this practice how the timing of your movement, left and right sides, they can reinforce each other. If the timing is not well synchronized, then they cancel each other out, and whatever you're trying to do won't work. If they are well synchronized, then right, I've started here, right? Boom, this one's ready. Now they come together and they push. All right. If you try to do this, you're asking the left side to do something before it's ready. So it's not going to be as efficient as it could be. One, two, boom. When I do it 1, 2, this second thing comes across like a hammer. Where if I just do them both at the same time, it's kind of weak. And you can feel that. Just try it yourself. Right? Try both of them together. Okay, it's better than nothing, so it's okay. Now try it 1, 2, boom. It's much stronger. Make sense? Okay, let's do the whole move. Right toes in. Now the left toes go out toward the back. Walk through, brush your chest. Okay, one more thing. There's actually a couple little tricky foot things in here. When I'm teaching you guys these forms, I mean, when I do it, I don't think about it anymore. It just happens on its own. So sometimes I have to watch myself and remind myself to tell you something. Watch this foot, right? Watch the right foot. It doesn't. What I want to say doesn't come in until later, but just go ahead and watch it, right? Toes come in, toes go out, walk through. Now watch. Can you see what I'm doing? You're getting ready to move forward. 1, 2. You're getting ready to step forward. Boom. Okay, any questions about that whole move?
I don't know if it's a question, but I'm totally confused after I get out of the punch and, rotate the arms. I can't remember which way to turn.
Okay, let me do this sequence with my back to you, as I think that will make it a little more obvious. Let's just do the whole sequence. When you walk forward, watch my hands. drop from here to back here. That's what makes your arms move forward. Okay? Like big screws. There are many places in the form where you do double push hands kind of thing. And there's 3 ways to do it. And usually in a form, when they have something like this, they'll do it 3 times, and each one will be slightly different. So, for instance, there's a double push hands in the first move of the form, right? Double push hands. All right? That's using the tips of the fingers. Right into the solar plexus. All right? This one's a little different. It doesn't use the tips of the fingers. Right? It uses the whole palm of the hand. Boom. Especially the heel of the hand down here. Right? Not so much the fingers, but the heel of the hand. Boom. The other way to do it, I don't remember whether there's one in this form, but watch this. You just use your fist. It's easier on you not to use your fists. People think from the movies that you ball up your fist and you hit somebody. Well, yeah, you can. The problem is you may break your hand doing it. All right? So an open hand like this, whether it's a slap or just a push like that, is easier on you because you are less likely to be hurt. Folks, you watch a boxing match, and they've got the big boxing gloves, and people think they invented boxing gloves so that the guy who's getting hit doesn't get hurt. But that's not why they invented boxing gloves. They invented boxing gloves to keep the guy who's doing the hitting from breaking his hands. Kevin.
The word to the wise. Back in my youth, I did a lot of heavy bag work. And the first time I did the heavy bag, I did not wear gloves and removed all the skin off of my knuckles.
It's a painful lesson. However, you never forgot it, did you? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because the leather bags are, particularly as they get a little older, they're rough, and you punch in it, it's like punching shark skin or something.
No, the canvas bag is what does it. The
Yeah,
leather bag is a little more merciful.
exactly. But the canvas bag is just absolutely deadly. Um,
Sandpaper.
yeah, it is. It is like hitting 40 grit sandpaper.
Well, when I was studying Wing Chun, I had the 2 sandbags together on the wall, and I would do 1,000 punches on the sandbags every day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the ideal is eventually you have fists of iron, right? One of the practices that they have in a lot of martial arts in China is punching sand. So they'll fill a trough up with sand, and then you punch the sand. Boom, boom, boom. In a certain way it gives, but in another way you're punching sand. Okay, let's make sure that we've got these 2 before we go on. So let me do it. I'll do it 3 times facing you, and then 3 times with my back to you. Both moves here. All right. Green Dragon. One more. Green dragon, and then old man strokes his beard. The step you take when you're going to do the push, right? Boom, should be a big step. It's one of the few places in the form where you do take a big step. Okay, I'll do it with my back to you. Okay, any final questions? Okay, let me see you guys do it. Catherine, you first.
Okay.
Good. And James. Good. Okay. When you get done, all right? Let me start back further. Your feet should be side by side and all your weight on the right. All right? Your left foot, you're just on your ball of your foot. All right? Just for your balance. All right? Because the next move looks like this. Watch my feet. Okay, final questions. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.